Just finished up our discussion forum, H4C positive. I mean, it was phenomenal. We had a discussion on women and double standards in society. Let me know what you think.
How's everybody doing tonight? Great! You're H4C positive. Right. You want to talk about change, you want to talk about women in the industry and being positive and the double standards. That's why we're here tonight, right?
Currently now an accessory designer for my own company called Nicole Accessories. I'm also in school again at IT.
I am Michelle. I am one of the spokespersons for D2LEO. If you guys have more questions about that, I can tell you a little bit after. D2LEO is basically about those who want to do something positive, creative. It's leaving a legacy to be remembered.
Tonight we're focusing more so on women and double standards in society. Now, double standards simply means standards that are demanded on one person or one group of people, one type of people, that are not demanded on another type.
We all wait on the line for the club, like, I understand you look nice, like myself, you know what I'm saying? But just because you're pretty, like, you can walk up like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That you in the club, and I'm just studying the code, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like at certain times they downplay when they want to get their way.
Not that we use sexuality or gestures or anything. It's the way we speak. We know how to speak to get what we want.
I mean, women are naturally feminine, and how we come across isn't always aggressive as men. So we're eloquently going to be well-spoken in getting what we want.
I mean, some ladies might disagree with me, but I just feel no matter how we cut it, how we slice it, men are protectors. And if you don't know that role, then you don't know your role.
Issues, you know, you're always going to have different variables that come into play. So for some girls who've been hurt, you know, they might end up playing that mind game because it's just, okay, well, let me be in power now because I've been hurt.
Once I decided to play my role, she feels like she wants to reverse the control because she don't want to be controlled. So now I'm getting repercussions over the next man from years ago, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that.
So chivalry is defined as gallantry, courtesy, and honor. There's a difference between chivalry and respect. Now, as a young woman, I see, now this is my perception of what I understand chivalry to be. If a man is interested in pursuing me, I expect him to show honor and preference. The way that he would do that might be different from the way that I do that, because innately men and women have different ways of doing things. But it's chivalrous for a man to say, I'm showing you preference by pulling out your chair so that you can have a seat before I sit down. It's just, I'm showing you honor. It's not treating me differently based on my sex, because clearly I can pull out my own chair.
When she was talking, the word that was popping on my head was the word domestication. Now, when you hear the word domesticated, what you think about? Animals, right? Now think about it. Why do they say that an animal is domesticated? Because it's trained. Notorious, everybody seen that movie. He talking to Kim on the phone with his daughter playing. So his daughter look. He said, yo, come here. Don't ever let any man call you, you know what I'm saying? He just domesticated, even though she seen him clearly call him.
Females, you know, when the gentleman does something nice for them, it's like, oh, what does he want from me? And so this whole idea of chivalry has kind of been morphed into just relationships or just I'm trying to get what I want.
We talk about, we're having a discussion about chivalry and people being respectful and everything, but you gotta think about it, like when you turn on your TV, what do you see? Like, Beyonce's on there talking about Miss Independent and single ladies, so all the youth is getting influenced by all that. You got people like Nicki Minaj, she making videos called like Stupid Hoe and all this. You got girls looking at that like it's okay.
I can go on a date now and I can just have the food, watch the big screen, and then she pays. But then when I don't be as chivalrous as you want me to be, you can't be upset.
But I think one of the problems is that, let's say me, I'm married, right? And then if I open a door for a woman or if I smile at a woman or whatever, what have you, I think they'll automatically assume that I'm trying to get with them or I'm being flirtatious or things of that sort. But it's not really the case. I just want to say hello, or I just want to open the door for you.
I think it's that, like my father always told me, that after a while, if a guy is doing something nice and genuinely nice for you, always pay attention to his motives.
Even if I wasn't married, you know, just me being courteous doesn't automatically mean that I'm trying to get.
Now, when a guy is courting you and he's naturally doing it in order to, you know, show you that he genuinely has affections for you that aren't physical, you will be able to spot that right away.
People move. How will you ever know when it's not real or when it is real? How you know that he's just not a great actor and he just makes it seem so genuine and so wow, he's the best thing ever, and he finally get the buns and then he's out the door? Like how you know the difference between the real and the real fake?
God, for one, and I use discernment, and I listen to everything that my father, because my father is a role model to me in what a man should be, and that's just my opinion. So if anything sort of steps out of boundary with that, or if I feel like I'm being crossed or I'm being played as a puppet, I will be able to, in my opinion, be able to spot that quick.
I think for me, it started with my grandparents. Like my grandfather and my grandmother been married for about 47 years now. He never told my grandmother that he lost his job. Gave her cash when he knew that she was loved. Just certain people that cross my paths or girlfriends that I talk to that date other guys, that she's like, you know, he doesn't have a job, so I have to do this. And in my mind, I'm just like, okay, well, you know, before I bash him, before you bash him, is there a way that you can motivate him? Is there something that he wants to do?
There's something about having a positive male figure in your life as a female that will give you an advantage in understanding men.